Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashi Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review along with my thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashi here. How excited are you guys for The Oath of Love? I will be doing a review on that one today for the first 2 episodes. Oh my gosh, I remember when the trailer, pictures, and everything came out. It was in 2019. Can you guys believe it? It's been that long and this drama is finally coming out. Like seriously, Chinese drama, they just take forever. And during this time, it's like, you know, Sean looks so young and like he doesn't look like he's a little bit more mature now. And like during this time, Yang Ji, she had short hair from like Go Squid, you know, that's why her hair is short. And it's like, it was literally that long ago. But it's finally here. It has a total of 29 episodes and it airs every day. So it's going to be done really soon. So if you guys have not checked it out, do check it out. I was able to watch the first 2 episodes of it. Did spoil some for me, and I'm trying to fit it in as much as I can, and I'm really enjoying it. To be very honest, the first couple episodes I did skim into it and I did spoil for myself. The first couple episodes, at least up to like episode 6 and right there, it's easing us in to set play stones for us for the next couple episodes. So I am actually waiting right now. It's like probably halfway through already, but I'm waiting for it to be almost done so I can watch it in one go, because there's so much going on and I really do look forward to it. And oh my gosh, Sean is so handsome. I call him Sean, but his name is Xiao Zhang. I like calling him Sean, and like he's so handsome in this one. Like, oh, I freaking love how he looks like modern. And like I was telling Ajashi, I'm like, hey, doesn't he look familiar? And Ajashi was like, who is he? And then I was like showing Ajashi, I'm like, he's the guy from Untamed. And he's Ajashi like, which one? I'm like, the one in black. And I showed Ajashi like, oh my god, he looks so different. And I'm like, yeah, this is him modern, and that's how he looks like in like ancient Chinese clothes. And obviously tons, I've seen tons of drama with Sean in there, you know, Oh My Emperor, The Wood, The Untamed. That's all I can remember on top of my head. But yeah, I've seen a lot of drama with him, and I really enjoy his acting. And you know, to being a doctor, he's very handsome as a doctor. So really like that. But anyways, I'm gonna go over the cast synopsis and the first 2 episodes with you guys. So as for our cast, we have Yang Xing as Li Xingxiao, and Xiao Zhang or Sean as Gu Wei, Dr. Gu, Ma Yujie as Gao Xing, Xia Xinglu as Gu Shao, and Daisy Li as Xiao Sang, and Li Yuru as Xiao Jian. And there's tons of other people. There's her parents, there's, you know, other people she meets in school, other doctor, tons of other people, so it's a lot. But as for the synopsis, Li Xingxiao is a bubbly young celloist looking to start her career as she prepares to graduate from university. She has a handsome, loving boyfriend and has a promising job lined up for her when she completes her study, but her world starts to fall apart. And when she's just about to graduate, her father suddenly gets ill, and he needs to be hospitalized. She is forced to take care of his health, and all of a sudden everything is she's forced to say goodbye to everything, and nothing is going good for her. Misery, splitting up with her boyfriend and everything like that. She's starting to feel sorry about herself, not knowing where to go. She ends up meeting Gu Wei, who is the doctor in charge of treating her father, and he also has a rough time like in his life previously before too, and leading up to him now the way he is. The duo starts to slowly form a mutual understanding of each other's hardship and past, and they eventually start to fall in love. And you know, look, these bad luck that happened to them could reverse to good luck for them. So recap on the first 2 episodes. The drama starts us off with Lin Xiaoji. I have such a hard time saying her name. Lin Jingxiao waiting in the subway station, walking to the subway station, and she narrates of how every day is the same for her, going to college, focusing on playing the cello, her dream, her future, and all of that changes when she meets him. She still doesn't agree meeting him, and if it's the next life, she hopes to meet him again. She means Gu Wei, so she's pretty much stating stuff before they met each other. And so we get to see that part, and we flash to see at the Huangqing University Hospital, where Gu Wei is a doctor there and one of the best surgeon doctors there. And Minnie points out about his past, about his medical accident. There isn't much explained about the accident yet, but we do get some flashback where he did perform a surgery on a mentor or an old doctor named Ling, and Ling passes away. Gu Wei blames himself for, performing this surgery, and it didn't go well and it happened and he's not the same anymore. He put in a transfer to a different hospital because he doesn't want to stay at Huangqing Hospital anymore, and we get to see him, he's constantly washing his hand using hand sanitizer. My guess, a trauma of seeing his past surgery bloods on his hand, and he's traumatized by it. That's my guess. But next, we get to see Ling Xingxiao having a performance. She's playing the cello. She looks out into the audience and she sees empty seats, learning her parents didn't come. She's upset and goes to meet her friend Shasha, who at the bar that evening, and she complains about tired being the dean's daughter, her dad's dean, and she's constantly getting disciplined by him and living the life he wants. She wants to follow her dreams and she doesn't want to listen to it anymore. She gets drunk and her father learns through social media which bar she's at, and he goes to bring her home. Gu Wei is also at the bar with his friend Gu Xiao, and as Xing Xiao is hiding from her father. She ends up at the same seat with Gu Wei, and she ends up using his jacket to cover herself, and he tells her to give it back. An accident happening between them, leading the father to catching them, asking, is Gu Wei her boyfriend? Gu Wei tries to clear up the situation, and he's not her boyfriend. She's drunk. Her father should take her home, and he leaves. This puts bad impression on all three of them, and because Xing Xiao and her father ends up teaming up on him, and he's like, I'm not her girlfriend, I wasn't his boyfriend, I wasn't trying to team up on take advantage of her whatsoever. Anyways, with that happening, Xing Xiao and her father arrives home with an argument. She wants to know if her parents feels ashamed about her playing the cello instead of going to the dream her father wants her or plans for her. Her mother states no, but she wonders why is it that her father cannot accept her dream and playing the cello and loving music. All he wants is for her to take the entrance exam and becoming a teacher like him, having similar jobs like him. And she's tired of his discipline in front of people and all stuff like that, and she's like, I'm no longer a high schooler, I'm gonna graduate from college and things are going well, why can't he accept that? She ends the conversation and she goes to her bedroom. The next morning, her father ends up going on a fishing trip, and she ends up following her mother to the hospital as she saw some previous hospital reports on the kitchen table. As her mother is meeting with the doctor, she secretly snaps some pictures of the report of her father at the hospital, and she gets caught by Gu Wei. She doesn't recognize him because he has a surgical mask on, but he recognized her. He calls security to come and get her because she's stealing patients' confidential information. She ends up escaping, and then as she ran away, she looks at the report. She goes, okay, my father's okay. But because she was looking at this report, Gu Wei ends up taking another look at those report, realizes her father, asks her father to come back for another second diagnosis as something is not right. We learn that her father has stomach ulcer and it's abnormal. It's pretty big and abnormal. And the doctor in charge, which is Gao Xing, who is the primary doctor of her dad, and she states that he was fine before. She has a crush on Gu Wei and they studied together, and she's heard about his transfer and she's doing whatever it can to stop him. But the family ends up meeting Gu Wei, and both the daughter and father cannot believe that he's the doctor that isn't going to be in charge of her father's medical stuff, and they happen to have like this conflict at the bar. And there's like rumors of the hospital stating about Gu Wei's accident, making Xing Xiao not believing that he can be a good doctor for her dad. So she's trying to find a new doctor and put in a transfer for her father. Her friend Sansang, who got hit on at the bar by Gu Xiao, and Gu Xiao has been trying to like flirt with her, but she's playing hard to get. She asks him for help, and he mentions this Gu Wei, who is a good doctor. So she sets up a meeting for them, and they end up meeting, and she ends up learning that the doctor that her friend wants her to meet is the same doctor as currently treating her dad right now. So thing doesn't end well for Gu Wei and Xing Xiao, and they don't like it. But he asks her like, what did he do that was so wrong to her? You know, he's a doctor, he does his best, and he takes an oath to keep his patient alive, and he, you know, he tells her a story about, you know, passing false information leading to bad consequences. He's in that situation, but it's up to her whether or not she wants to believe him. After some thought, she agrees on continuing to keep Gu Wei as her father's doctor, and will persuade her father to go through another round of diagnosis and treatment. And with that round of second diagnosis and diagnose, they learn that her father actually does have stomach cancer, and the ulcer is really bad. It does lead to that. But the mother and Xiaoxing, Xin Xiao doesn't want the father to know, so they keep it a secret from him, just letting him know that he has the ulcer, and they just have to go through surgery, and he will be well afterwards with treatments and everything like that. So during this time, Gu Wei is ready for his transfer. Xin Xiao wants him to be the surgeon for her father's surgery instead, because the current doctor who's going to be performing the surgery wants to remove her father's stomach. But her research that she found, Gu Wei, who has done this procedure before in the past, he's only cut the cancer off of the stomach, versus the other doctor who wants to remove it. So has been successful in his surgeries before, and she wants him to do that, but he refused to because of his past. And Gaoxing looks at it, if Xin Xiao can persuade Gu Wei to perform the surgery, he will stay, you know, and it will give her more time, Gaoxing more time to get him to stay, because she doesn't want him to go, and she wants to be able to help him to get over past his trauma and everything like that. So that's the current situation as of right now. But a lot of but like, he's, you know, Gu Wei has no feelings towards her. He's just kind of like, you know, stay away from me. We're colleagues, we're friends, we went to college together, we worked together, no romance, anything between us. So as you can already start to see in the first couple of episodes that Gu Wei has like some sort of connection with Xin Xiao already, and he's already starting to understand her, comforting her throughout this process of her father going through this surgery. And who knows, I don't know if he's gonna perform the surgery. I haven't gotten into it, but so far the first couple, even though I'm only reviewing the first 2 episodes with you guys, the first couple episodes that I've scanned through and seen parts, they already start the healing process for each other. So we already start to see that. And like, you know, her father's so stubborn, so I understand her situation. And for his situation, it's like, you know, he likes things, he's so OCD on everything, and he just likes things a particular way, and it's all due to his trauma. So he's just trying to get over it, and people don't understand it. People's trying to push him, like, just go back to normal, just get rid of it, just ignore it. But it's more so he needs to be healed, and he needs people to understand his feelings and why he's feeling that way, and they're not understanding that for him. Besides, they're like, we're here for you, don't feel that way, you know, get over it, go back to normal, you're a great surgeon, do this, do that. So he doesn't like it, and he wants understanding. So you can already see both their character, that the things, what they're dealing with, and how they're going to actually come together and heal each other. So it's already the beginning, kind of, and foreshadow everything for you and put everything in place for you. So it's really good. I really do enjoy it, and I do look forward to see how this drama is gonna end. Obviously, from the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna turn out well, but I'm still very excited for it. You know, as like I always said, Chinese drama, do watch the intro and the ending of it, and watch their music videos and watch all these things, because they will give you tons of spoiler and kind of map out the drama for you. But that's it for today's drama on The Oath of Love, and I will see you guys next time.